YouTube was good. It's your boy LaRon Potent Ponder, and I'm back with another video. Please come in, thumbs up this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, hit all notifications so you have my videos in your possession each and every time that I go live or I do uploads. Happy Father's Day to all of the dads out there, the amazing fathers. I hope y'all all enjoyed your day. Please make sure that you support this channel. The Cash App is on the screen. That is $ Potent Pondering. You already know, never pandering, never what? Panhandling. Yeah. So listen, let's get straight into it. So we said Happy Father's Day to the amazing fathers, right? Let's talk about this. So I seen this floating on the neighborhood talk. It said Happy Father's Day to all dads except for Brian McKnight. Now we know that Brian McKnight is not the only trash dad out there. Excuse me, I was eating a nectarine and it's like some of the flesh is still in my mouth. You just swallow that. All right. Brian McKnight is not the only piss poor dad. If some of y'all watching the video, and like even I can attest to this. Now I'm gonna say this, right? I'm happy that I know who my dad was, but did he stay in the fight and do as much as my mom did? No, he didn't. I'm happy I know who he is. I'm happy that he was in my life. I'm happy for those things, right? Know who I look like, know who I act like, and things like that. But there were some misses. Brian McKnight is not the only guy who had misses, or my dad never denounced me like how he denounces his family. But happy Father's Day to all of the dads. It takes more than just like busting NUTs off in somebody. It's actually it's the effort and everything, and the help with cultivating your child to be somebody amazing in this society. The world is getting more difficult each and every day. You raise kids up. I feel like their stock and how you raise them up is exactly what kind of like projects how they're going to be in the future. So love on your kids. And yeah, again, happy Father's Day to all of the amazing fathers. Now, with this story right here, I seen Terence J. He opened up about the recent passing of his father. So also, let me just say this right here. My condolences go out to anybody during it, because I know me firsthand, my grandmother died when I was a young age. So every Mother's Day, my grandmother hated Mother's Day. She will always do things that my mother hated. My mother hated Mother's Day because she lost her mom. So every Mother's Day, she did light things like that she enjoyed, like, because it was like she didn't have a mom. So my heart goes out to anybody who doesn't have their father, because I know what it's like having a parent like they lost their parent, So Terence J said, "My dad recently passed, missing him so much and grateful for the time that I had with him. Sending support to everyone with a heavy heart today. You are not alone. And to all of the fathers out there, thank you for all that you do. Love and cherish them while you can." Yep. To the active fathers, to the ones that, stay in the fight. You know what? I ain't gonna lie to you. This is how I personally feel when it comes to like, fatherhood and all of that. I appreciate the guys who don't just and I know that it's crazy because the women, they go through maturation and they're the housing and the development for the baby, right? But it takes two to tango. But I love the dads who stay in the fight and they will fight you tooth and nail, like whether it's going to court, they're protective over their children. They don't want anybody being in front of their kids or whatever, not the manipulated ones who abuse and they just want to be in everything because they want to control you and the child. I love those dads who you can tell that they're in their child. You can tell sometimes when you at the grocery store, just look around, just see like how people interact with their kids and see how comfortable that they are, right? Or whatever, right? But yeah, I appreciate that. So again, my heart goes out to Terence J. Another story about Father's Day I wanted to share with you all. Now you got to check this out because this right here is just horrible what a person would do. Now, this took place in Katy, Texas, right? Katy, Texas is about 25 minutes from me, and I want you to hear what took place. Let's check this out right now. And we'll see what a man did. I think this happened yesterday, so let's just say basically it happened on Father's Day.
County Sheriff's deputies are looking for the man who abandoned a newborn baby near a walking trail in Katy. The child was found by a couple along Casa Martin Drive in Bear Creek as they were walking with their daughter. Julissa Garza spoke to that couple and joins us live with what they had to say. Julissa.
Marcelino, the family is still in shock tonight, as you can imagine, and they tell me the image of the newborn wrapped in a towel with her umbilical cord still attached is still in their heads, but they're just glad that she's okay. Saturday morning, Daniela Fideli decided to take a walk with her family before it got too hot outside, something they do often.
Went down, the street, Casa Martin, over the little bridge and then we turned left, going towards Greenhouse.
On their way back home, they noticed a towel on the ground, their 3-year-old daughter riding her bike towards it. They quickly realized what was there.
And I noticed 2 little feet.
County Sheriff's deputies are looking for the man
moving, And then my husband was right behind me with the dogs. And I yelled to my husband, I'm like, oh my God, a baby, a baby. And then my husband like, call 911, call 911. And that's what we did.
Surveillance video from a neighbor shows the moment Daniela and her husband spotted the newborn baby, rushing to help.
When my husband went ahead and picked up the baby, he found the nearest like tree right there at that house down the street. He found a little shade.
She says they were in shock, and as a mom, it's difficult to understand why someone would do this.
This image has been going on through my head so many times, and this is like, how can you do that? I was shocked. I was mad. I was upset.
But she's thanked message.
There is options. I mean, you can drop it off at a fire station, a police station, a hospital. I don't know, like do some, but don't leave the baby.
Thank God that family was there. Julissa has the sheriff's office said anything about the person who left this baby on the ground.
Well, Marcelino, the sheriff's office did share a description of the man that they're looking for. They say that he is a young Hispanic or white male who is slim with a fair complexion. They say he was wearing a black shirt and possibly gray pants. If you have any information, you're asked to call the sheriff's office or Crime Stoppers. Live in Northwest Harris County, Julissa Garza, KHOU 11 Mess.
So listen, it goes down everywhere. Katy is supposed to be a decent area. You still got people, with mental health issues. Like, who would dump a baby? Like, they said it was a premature child, still with the umbilical cord. So what's going on with the mother? Like, I don't understand that. Listen, it's always something tragic going on. I don't understand who would do that to a child. You understand what I'm saying? Leave your comments below in regards to that. I want to move on. Let's talk about Natalie Nunn officially announcing Asian Doll. We all knew that Asian Doll was going to be on Baddies Caribbean, even though she's not Caribbean, right? Well, Asian Doll is on there. She's going toe-to-toe with Mariah Lynn. Now, we all know Mariah Lynn cannot fight, right? Mariah Lynn is, she kind of makes me think of the same way of like a Cardi B, where they slob on black phallus and then they think that they can get out there and tussle like the best of them. And I already knew that whatever, I can't play the fight or whatever, but Asian Doll handled Mariah Lynn. Like, I knew that she would. She's a lot of mouth. And, she basically was trying to like, what did Mariah Lynn do? She did a diss track against Nicki, right? But it was because she was riding Remy so hard and she felt like, I don't know, she thought it was going to go somewhere, but she just completely whacked, delusional. I don't know why she thought she would go toe-to-toe with Asian Doll. You can't fight. You can't fight like Cardi and her sister. Big mouths and no bang. Like, you know what I'm saying? So listen, if this is what Asian Doll wants to do, if Baddies Caribbean is putting money in her pocket, shout out to her. I don't got nothing against it. Hopefully that propels her and allows her to pivot and maybe gain new fans that will hopefully help her music career. Hopefully, right? Let's move on to B.I.G. L.A. C.T.O. So Latto, right? Latto is hell-bent on this whole thing about, people being interested in, her secret man or whatever, right? So why are y'all so in an uproar about my body count and my mystery man? Sweetheart, we all know that you're dating, that you're with 21 Savage. This is my take on it, right? Now, even though I don't like the way that Latto moved, she's pretty. She's a pretty girl, right? This is my whole take on it, right? Latto, you will only be 25, 24 one time in life, right? Now, while 21 Savage may be rich, I mean, you should be worried about getting your own bag. You're in an industry where every day you can recreate yourself and try to do something to go viral, to get more listeners or whatever, right? Like, I don't think his money is the end all be all for you. The way that you acting is making it seem like it is the end all be all for you. That shouldn't be the case. What I'm trying to say is that you're too young, and yeah, certain people don't want people in their relationships because it can just, have a different effect, a snowball effect on your relationship, whatever the case may be, right? But the thing about it is you're dealing with a married man and you're too young, you're too pretty to be doing that. I don't understand why girls want to waste their time. And then guess what? You're going to get in your 30s, 40s, and be like, you know what? I shouldn't have did X, Y, Z. But maybe she feels kept. Maybe he's buying her cars. Maybe he's paying her rent and doing all that. She's saying she kept. So maybe she getting the hush money on it. I just don't get it. But I just feel like with you being in the industry, behind a lot of these pretty faces be brokenness. It be brokenness behind a lot of these pretty faces. And it's just like, why would you want to waste your time on somebody who you can't even claim publicly? And then also 21 Savage, he came out and said something about, people being in the business or whatever. You're married. She's a young girl. Let that girl live her life. But, if Latto loves it, I guess we can't say nothing about it, right? Let's move on. So look at this. Cardi B, she was out there. And do you think Cardi B is pregnant by the way that she's dressing? Just look at this, right? Hold on. Let's play this real quick. It's like she want to be Ice Spice. And why is it like that? Cardi B moves so slow all the time. That's all she know how to do. It's like she want to be these young chicks who do that, right? So, Cardi was out there. She performed the Wannabe remix. She also announced her album. She said that her album announcement is coming soon. So let's check this out.
Who's ready for that album announcement? It's coming real soon. But first, let's go. Come in.
Now, do you think Cardi is going to announce her album when she announced her pregnancy at the BET Awards? Why her stomach kind of look like that, though? Like, I don't know. Do y'all think she's pregnant? Why is she choosing to dress like that? It's nice in New York. Why is she super covered up? It's almost like, I don't know. You just never know with Cardi. You never know, right? But Cardi is saying that she got an announcement coming soon. So we'll see what materializes in this situation. To be honest with you, Cardi, I know you're trying to be interested and entertaining, but I'm quick to tell them more discipline and training. You need to heat the streets up a little bit more, right? You need to heat the streets up a little bit more. You dropped the Wannabe remix. It didn't go anywhere. You was on the Flo Milli remix. It didn't go anywhere. You dropped enough, and that's enough. You just done enough. And I think you need a bona fide hit. I don't know if you need to link up with Doja Cat and do whatever with Rock Nation. Well, she ain't with Rock Nation or whatever. But these Megan collaborations ain't getting you nowhere. These Gorilla collaborations, thing of the past. Thing of the past. So it's like, what are you gonna do? You got the BET Awards experience coming up. I don't know if that's going to be televised or not, but it's just not enough. Like, it's not enough. And I feel like if you announcing an album soon, you better have a collaboration with Adele or Beyonce to be able to propel and push you into the stratosphere that you are not reaching right now with the 4 or 5 records. The Wannabe remix for all of the wannabes, that was the 5th record you put out. Didn't get any credit on it. I'm just saying. So I know a lot of people be like, oh, you hating and you this and you that. And I really don't care what you say, but it's just the facts remain that Cardi is not really doing it. She thinks she interested in entertaining, and I'm quick to tell them more discipline and training. More discipline and training. So listen, this is your boy LaRon, potent, pondering, never pandering. Please make sure that you leave your comments below in regards to anything I spoke about. Support the channel. The Cash App again is on the screen at that $, potent, pondering. Thank you to everybody who always send me love and send me Cash Apps and just appreciate the content. I appreciate all of y'all. You know what I'm saying? I hope your Father's Day went well if you're a male watching this video. I'm not talking to the women who do fill both roles of mom, and you can't fill the role of a father, but I understand how it is being a single parent because my mom was a single parent, even though my father was there. But, shout out to all of the single, not single dads, but shout out to the fathers who make an impact and love their kids and show up in, different ways, not just financially, because financially, you need to show up emotionally, because guess what? If you're missing the emotional aspect, you're going to train up a child to go up out there, and then she's going to be looking for somebody who don't got the emotion that you never showed. So being that you never showed emotion, she's going to find somebody who don't show emotion with no motion. You understand what I'm saying? So listen, potent, pondering, never pandering. I'm up out of here.